All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Today we are continuing our tour of America in the Junkers 52-3M. We're departing from First Flight Kill Devil Hills, the airport that almost killed me on Monday. And we are heading down to North Myrtle Beach. Now it says 2 hour 47-minute flight. I think we can get it done a lot quicker. That's our lone VOR. It's a Vortac, I believe. Is that what I put? Yes. So that's our lone nav point. And then we're going to turn in and we're going to follow down to here to Fippig. And then we're going to turn in and basically stay on course all the way through Gapney and Muktu and land on runway 23 there. We have an ILS approach. There's a localizer DME at the end of the runway. So we're going to tune into that, put out the frequency on the Discord, but we'll dial it in when we get closer. Once we pass through Fippig, we'll dial that in and get ready to land. Mupe is not part of it. We're just going to Muktu and Gapney. I don't know if anybody's joining today. I think Patrice is online, but I don't know if Patrice is going to fly with me today or not. I saw him on the list, but I don't know if Patrice is flying with me today or not. We'll see. Then tomorrow we'll be on our second leg of the Route 66 flight. And then Friday we'll be in the Grumman Goose. We're going to do a water off and landing. Should be a nice flight for that. And then Saturday I will be with Para on his channel. We're doing a flight. I will be flying Wingman. It's his stream. I'm just there for support. So Friday I will put out I'll put out a link to his Twitch. So anybody who wants to come watch us who doesn't follow him already, we'll do that, and then and that'll be it. So I'm just waiting to see. Give it a few more minutes, and then I think I don't, like I said, I don't know if Patrice is. Let me zoom in here. He might already be there. Nope, he's not. He might be doing other things, or it might not be him online. I think he said his son plays sometimes, so I don't want to interrupt whatever he's doing. So we'll spawn in here in a moment. Get everything set up for the flight, and then so yeah, it should be a nice flight over the coast here. I'm not going to worry too much about timing it today, because as long as we know we can see Wilmington International, meaning we're not going to be too far off from it, I don't think. So if we pass over that, or pass near there, then I think we'll know that we're in the right location. Morning, Fish Guns. How are you? I think you're the only one here so far. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to spawn in here in a moment and get some fuel on board. Actually, the other thing too, because I was thinking about what happened when we landed here at Kill Devil Hills on Monday, or attempted to land, because we nosed over right about out here, and then we were able to get the plane leveled off and taxi back to here. But yeah, it's I'm going to add some weight. I want to put some weight in the back of the plane, especially so that when we land, we have the tail doesn't hover for too long, and we're trying to slow down to get the tail to settle down. So we just want to add a little bit of weight in the back, I think, but not so much that we're overburdened. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get in here and get that going. Oh, I didn't do the root. Doggone it. I totally forgot about that. I'll be back in the chat in just a moment. Oh, come on. Really? Wait, 2-1, I think it is, right? 2-1 and 2-3. Okay. Got so many freaking tabs open. Oh my goodness, this thing's like... Okay. Dang. Give me a moment. Wow. Okay. Alright, let me... it's like I'm doing... I forget sometimes to do all this stuff ahead of time or get things set a little bit more. So let's go... We just add... fill all the seats. Sorry, folks, I'll be right there. I always forget sometimes that the plane will start to move on its own from the taxiway. So I will let me just put this stuff in. Oops. Hello, Joseph. I'll be right with you. Pardon me. I meant to do this last night, and I just totally... forgot. Oop. Of course, then I didn't put the 3 in at the end like I thought I did. Jesus. What a numpty. Alright, there's the root. There we go. Alright. Let me see if anybody else pops in and says they're joining in. Got a moment, so... let's... If you're gonna fly, now's the... well, it almost seems like we're going downhill here, doesn't it? Which is good. I mean, we take off fairly quickly in this thing anyway, but... See, this is the thing that I don't like. We should be back here. That's the spawn point, right? So we should have come out here. We should have been right around here somewhere. And then I should be back here. I don't know why I'm like, it rolled this far down. I should be back there. Oh, I don't get it. Oh well, what can you do? Alright, let's get our other stuff on. And let's dial in our first. Let's see here. It is. Let's get our. Let's see. We're on 206. All right. I'll get back to the chat now. All right, there we go. And let's get our altimeters set. There we go. Those are all set. All right. A few more minutes and then we're going to get in the air if nobody says they're popping in or to wait. So, and then we're on the yeah, I think really the best way to have come in is the other end. If only because then we would have been going uphill. I think that... Yeah, it seems like we're going downhill here. I just got that sense, like it just seems like we're going... I don't know, I could be wrong. It might be a... Strange people walking around here. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Alright. I think we're set otherwise. Alright. Ooh, yeah, okay, we're full of fuel. We've got all the passenger, well, although it doesn't show it, all the seats are full. So we've got a full flight, full of fuel. So I hope, well, you know what we could do? Hold on a second while we're waiting to see if anybody else is going to pop in. Let's put a little bit more weight at the back there. Those last 4 seats. Especially. Alright, I think that'll do. Just go ahead and turn off these lights now. Otherwise I forget about them. I know we should supposed to have the landing lights on until we get to about 10,000 feet, but I usually forget even if we get up that high. Let's see. Oh, what was the wind? Just out of curiosity. Why is it showing that? Oh, that's right. Okay. This isn't a towered airport. Okay. So I don't know. I guess we could... (281) at 7. Okay. 281 at 7. All right. So we're taking off with the wind. That's it's probably not a good thing. Course is going to be 239 for 147. 239 147. So an hour and 20 minutes it says. So I'm going to time that to see if that is correct. I think we're going to get there in, like in an hour, probably in an hour, because I think we're going to have a tailwind with us. Well, it's a crosswind really, but we'll get a little push, I think. Possibly. All right. Well, I think I've waited long enough. Sorry, folks. I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle. Away we go. Will we clear the trees? We're going to barely clear the trees. Yeah, maybe more than barely. And make sure my... Yep, there we go. All right, away we go. Oh, that was a good turn. That worked out just fine. Flaps a little bit, or the plane should kind of settle itself down here in a second. All right. Hello, Mick. How are you? Alright, adios to first flight facility, or first flight airport there. So we're staying in North Carolina. Myrtle Beach is in North Carolina. First flight. Kill Devil Hills is in North Carolina. Ease off the throttle a bit here. So yeah, tomorrow, next leg of Route 66. Friday, we'll do a flight in the Grumman Goose, and then on Saturday, I'm flying with Para on his channel. I think we're going to try to do it where I'm in the voice chat with him through Discord. Possibly, I'm not sure. I think that's what we're going to try to do. So it'll be his stream. You can direct all questions to Para. I'm just the wingman. I don't know nothing. But I did submit to him a flight plan that we would leave out of Poland, at a military airbase in Poland, and fly down to a military airbase in Ukraine. So I'm going to submit this to him as well. Para, if you're listening, I don't know, maybe you are, maybe you aren't, maybe you're lurking. But I'm going to ask kindly if it would be possible to fly wing with you in the F-15. Now, last night, just for fun, I was kind of just checking out some of the other aircraft and just checking out the liveries on the F-14s and what the call signs are in relation to those F-14s. So I was like, let me just pop into the F-15 just to see how they are, and I got them started up. It wasn't a problem. And so then one of them I took on a flight. I flew out of Travis Air Force Base. Oops. And it wasn't anything planned. It just I took off, headed southwest, and then called in for landing at Oakland. It was only a 21-minute flight, like it, because I was hauling ass basically at 18,000 feet. Then I land. Great landing. Didn't have any problems. No bump or anything. Got the plane slowed down, turned off, called in for requests for parking. And they sent me the pictures on the Discord. If you want to look at it, that's where they sent me to park the plane. I'm like, wow, I don't feel very welcome here in Oakland in the F-15. Like, what if I had to make an emergency landing? Oh, you're going to go park somewhere? We don't want to see you. So yeah, I'd really like to fly it in the F-15, but if he's like, no, there is a Polish Air Force livery MiG-29, so I might fly that instead. Trying to avoid the politics of the whole thing, if at all possible. Mainly there for Para. That's the plan. Let's take a look, make sure we don't have any unexpected guests behind us. So anyway, yeah, I'd really like to do it in the F-15. I really enjoyed flying it. It does take a bit getting used to again because I hadn't flown it in so long. So been on this track 8 minutes. Got a long ways to go. 147 nautical miles on this leg. quiet in the chat all of a sudden. You broke the chat there, Addies. So I did pop back on to Train Sim World 3 yesterday and did the, so on this one, which I find interesting, you only have to get all the collectibles on one route, and then you get an achievement for it. Now, I don't know if it's the same on PlayStation, but I was able to get, there's only 20 maps on at the training center, so to speak. And they're kind of spread out. You will have to run around. Now the problem I found is, and this is a hallmark of Dovetail games and these collectibles, you try to go the way that takes you to the location of the collectible, and it has this invisible flipping wall, and you gotta like run. You're literally running around, going around, like you're wasting time running around. I that is one of my biggest complaints about about Train Sim World 3. And I get it, you want people to explore the map and all that, but when you make it difficult to get to it, and you make it like you got to go way out of the way and circle back in or some crazy crap like that, that's a pathetic. It's what I think it is they have a walled off area that the scenery only goes so far, and they didn't want to make any more scenery, right? That's what it seems like to me. So, yeah, that's just a really, yeah. But I got them all 20. Got the achievement for it. So. Now, some of the other ones, you have to drive, it's like drive one locomotive for so many miles, right? And of course, the only one that makes sense to do would be the one on Cajon Pass, which would mean, a lot of repetitive back and forth until you get the miles racked up. And then replaying some of them just to keep the miles going. I don't know that I'd really want to sit through all that. Maybe it'd be a couple 100 miles and I'll be like, I'm satisfied with that. There's not a lot of achievements, to be honest. Not a lot at all. Which I was a bit surprised. And that they broke it, that it's not where you get an achievement for each route for all the collectibles. It's only one route. What else? Yeah. The training facility is a pretty interesting place. I mean, running around there, there's all these little hidden areas, like little hilltop park bench kind of thing, and you could sit there, like if it was a real world thing, you could sit there and watch the locomotives and training or whatever, the train drivers, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But, yeah, and not all the locomotives have training or scenarios with them, which I found pretty odd as well. I don't know if that's something that they're going to do later on, or if it's just, it is what it is. Don't know. And that's on the German trains specifically. There's a couple that are freight, I think, that are not part of the, or they don't have anything. No training, no scenario, nothing. So now I don't know if that's because I'm on the free version. Possibly that's part of it. I don't know. But yeah, it's fun to play, but I'm glad I didn't spend any money on it. I would have been much more angry, or I would have been angrier if I'd actually paid for the thing at the state of release. So, anyways, so yeah, that's just my observation. So yeah, after I stream with Pear on Saturday on his channel, you will not see me until October. I may pop into a stream before I leave, but we'll see. But I will not be popping into stream. Part of it is where my parents live. The internet is not very good. It's kind of, like watching streams or whatever. My mom's like, yeah, I can't. Like I've told my mom about my channel, and she can't watch any of them because where they're at, the internet is crap. So I will not be popping in on anybody's streams, unfortunately. So, Addies, you need to behave yourself a million times over. Don't be sassing Bex or Mick or Pulse. Or Amella. We've had rain. It's been raining here. We had a little bit of, it stopped for a little while yesterday, but it's picked back up overnight. I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day or what. Yeah. You can lie to your friends, I can lie to my friends. Let's not lie to each other, Joseph. Your definition of good is a little suspect. Did your shoulder fall off yet, or are you feeling better now? So, you might have to cut off that arm if the shoulder is not feeling better. You might have to get a rusty saw and hack it off, like they did in the Civil War. Amputation was the cure for everything in the Civil War. Okay. Yeah, see, I think you just pulled a muscle, maybe bruised it a little bit, that's all. It just feels worse than it really is. But if you gotta move, you gotta work the knot out of the muscle. You probably didn't lift something correctly. Would be my guess. When I was in Afghanistan, when I was working with a couple of different providers, somebody came in talking about back pain, and I had my rucksack on and it was fully loaded, and my back hurts. Well, way to overcome that pain is to keep using the full rucksack. Your body will adjust to it eventually. It will gain strength. And the soldier looked at the PA like, "What, sir? Really? I don't want to put the rucksack on. That's why I'm here." Hey, Ventral Squid, how are you? I'm good, thanks. We are 17 and a half minutes departed from First Flight Airport, and we're heading down to Myrtle Beach. All by myself, gonna fly all by myself anymore. There you go, you get a little song too. Oh! Before I forget, I almost forgot. This morning has been one of those mornings, I tell you. Happy birthday, Doris. I know she probably won't hear this till tomorrow. Today is her birthday. She has to work half day, essentially. So I will talk to her when she gets home tonight for her birthday. Although she's probably going to be... She was at work. I got a text from her this morning at... You ready for this? Joseph's eyes are going to... but you can keep Myrtle, yeah. Ready, Joseph? At 3:55 this morning, which was 2:55 her time, is when she got home from work. They pulled darn near an all-nighter. So yeah, the boss had to order dinner for everybody so they could continue to work through. Well, she won't see the comments, but I'll pass along the good wishes there. But yeah, today's her birthday, so she won't hear this till tomorrow. So Mick said happy birthday. Joseph, Mr. Addy said happy birthday. So there we go. So yeah, I'll talk to her probably for a few minutes tonight when she gets home, but she's probably going to be wiped out. So, but she'll probably hear this on Friday when she's at work. She usually watches my streams, or Thursday, not Friday, Thursday. Yeah, she watches them while she's at work. So. Let's get a couple pictures while we're here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I should have got a picture of the F-15 in the air yesterday, instead of on the ground in that wonky parking spot there in Oakland. Man, honestly, when I saw the line to get there, I'm like, you're kidding me. You couldn't put me somewhere else. It was just like this really crappy, unbelievable parking spot that I'm just like, wow. I'll sing to her personally on the phone tonight, Nick, so I can say some rather adult things. I don't want Joseph to get all worked up, okay? Because next thing you know, he'll be sending you some pictures that aren't requested, and you have to send them to the naughty corner, and all that kind of stuff. So I will sing to her on the phone tonight. See, I don't mind like singing to you or Bex or Addie's or. Oh, Joseph, you and the emotes. Come on, man. You know by now. You put too many emotes, you're gonna get squashed. So yeah, I will sing to her personally tonight. See, because I don't really talk to you guys on the phone, or we used to talk on the Discord quite a bit, but yeah. I'd rather sing to her personally, so I can embellish a little bit. Because there's only things that she's meant to hear, not everybody else. All right, We are 23, almost 24 minutes on this link. Still got quite a ways to go. So it should be under an hour till we get to our nav point. So now, see, if she was watching the stream live, I would sing, and then I would sing a different song on the phone. But she's probably knocked out right now, trying to get a little bit of sleep before she's got to go back to work. But anyway, hopefully everybody's enjoying their Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening. Kind of leveled off here at about 7,800 feet. Seems to be about the altitude this thing kind of starts to settle itself down. But it seems like it just wants to climbs at such a steep angle at first. It's like you just think it's never gonna slow down, kind of level off. Getting a little bit of wind here, pushing us off the line. Not too terribly much though. We'll intercept our vortac there in the distance, somewhere way out there, out yonder. Let's see what else. Trying to think what other things there are to talk about. I don't know. So apparently, I think we talked about this the other day. I think I've not been able to confirm this, but it sounds like the WASM fix has been delayed to 2023. Still no word if that's going to impact anything in November with all the free stuff. Not heard one way or the other. We may hear something more tomorrow for the weekly developer weekly update. We'll see what Jorg and the crew have to say. If anything. If not, it's going to be I think it'll be a question that'll be asked in the October developer Q&A. If it hasn't been asked already in the forums and has been answered already in the forums. But people may not be satisfied with the answer. That's the thing. Let's see what else. X-Plane 12 was released yesterday for those of you on the PC. Quite a few streamers who stream Microsoft Flight Simulator have shown off X-Plane 12 to their audiences. I've not watched any of them yet to see what the difference is. Although it's on the PC only. It's not. I don't think it would ever come to the. I don't think Microsoft would ever allow it to come to the Xbox. It would be such a direct competition to them. But yeah, some people said they'll fly it, but predominantly they're invested in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But some of the folks have suggested that it's good timing that X-Plane 12 has arrived, because some people have or feel that it may be the kick in the backside that Asobo needs to get their shit together, in layman terms. um, which is interesting because it made me think of the first Destiny game, and when the first Division game came out, everybody felt the same thing, that Ubisoft is going to clobber Bungie, and Bungie's going to lose so many people to the Division, and all that, and it didn't really. The promise of the first Division game did not. Oh, we're near Cherry Point. Oh, okay. Cherry Point Marine Corps Air Station. So we should be right near that. So we should be getting close to our... Let me have a look at skyvector.com. Oh, I did not put in the plan. Oops. Let's see. I had it in last night. I don't know what happened to it. ILM. Big. So Cherry Point. Okay, so we're more than halfway to our first VOR, or the only the VORTAC, and we have to go. New River Marine Corps Air Station will be the next major area that we will pass by, I believe. So we should be. See, it's coming up. It should be on our left, somewhere out here. We should be able to identify the airfield. That should be coming up. If we haven't, I don't think, no, we've not passed it out. Nope, that's not it. So it's got to be coming up over here on our left. Wow, we're really getting pushed off course here. So yeah, we're more than halfway there. Almost 32 minutes on this leg so far. Yeah, so I remember hearing about the all the stuff prior to the release of X-Plane 12. A lot of people were excited about it who played X-Plane 11. So on the PC side, it may give Microsoft Flight Simulator a run for its money. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's a little presumptuous to think that they're going to give a wake-up call to Asobo. I think there's been plenty of times that Asobo's already received some wake-up calls, but I don't think it's changed anything necessarily. So, and I don't think the release of X-Plane 12 is going to change anything either. But we'll see. Anything is possible. But I always think it's funny when people are a bit dissatisfied with the current state of things in a game, that when somebody releases a similar sort of a competitive product that Everybody's like, "Oh, this is the this is the deciding moment," you know. And I think people get that way because they're just like they're hopeful. Maybe I don't know, possibly for all the wrong reasons. I don't know. All right, so Cherry Point should be. It's coming up here. It might be behind those clouds. I know we're not going to fly like right next to it, but we should be able to possibly see the runway. Or the runways. Got all quiet in the chat all of a sudden. See, Addies, you broke the chat again. Putting all them emotes and stuff. I'm kidding, of course, Joseph. So yeah, tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK, we will be in the Cessna 172, continuing our journey, leg 2 of the, wow. That was when... I think this was the year of... This is the anniversary of Space Shuttle Columbia. No. Wait. Why are they posting about it now? Well, it was 19 years ago this year, but that was back on February. What the bloody heck? Why are we talking about February here all the way in September? I'm joking, Joseph. It's fine. Oops. I'm making an oops now. I saw a post that somebody was talking about the shuttle disaster in February of 2003. I'm like, wait a minute, that was in February. Why are we talking about it here in September? Like, I'm thinking it was like this time in September. No, it was... Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That was a terrible tragedy. Any space-related death is a tragedy. And I think it was even more, because the Columbia was I think it was the first space shuttle that launched for quite some time until the other ones, Atlantis, Endeavour, Challenger, until those were all introduced. I think it was the longest serving shuttle until it exploded 19 years ago. I remember watching the first launch of the Columbia. And before the launches, when they were testing just the flight dynamics, when they would put the Space Shuttle Enterprise was the flight tester for when they would come in, how would it react when they were coming in from orbit, and how would the steering, how would they steer the shuttle to landing? They put it on the back of a modified 747, and then they would get up in altitude and release it, and it would basically glide down. All right, let's have a look here, see if we can see Cherry Point. Well, I wonder if their approach covers a pretty decent part of airspace that maybe that's what it is. We may not go to Ireland for. Mick has turned into Nick. Yeah, but did she leave you with the girls though? So you gotta do double duty. You gotta be Mr. Mom. Or did she take the girls with her? Or no, they just started school, so they can't go with her. The weekend name has. Oh, you have the girls. Okay, so you're not completely free. Oh well. See, if the wedding was when the girls were out of school, they could have gone with her to Ireland, and you could have had the house to yourself. So yeah, you got to be Mr. Mom. I don't envy you, Mick. I think by the time your wife gets back from the trip, you're going to be like, take him. That should be Cherry Point, I believe. Yeah, I think that's Cherry Point. Get in and do their own thing only to make them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be Cherry Point right there. Yeah, that approach airspace must be pretty large for us to be contacting them that far back. I thought we were much closer. So yeah, if I yeah, that's Cherry Point right there. You know, you could always tell them you'll send them over to Mella. They'll have a one-way trip to the Bronx if they misbehave. They can join Joseph on the one-way trip to the Bronx. All right, 42 minutes so far on this leg. Still got a bit to go. We are more than halfway there. I do believe. Let me look at skyvector.com. Yeah, we're about halfway there, or just over halfway there. Yeah, you thought I forgot about that, Joseph? I'm sure Mello would be happy to get you that one-way ticket to the Bronx. We had opposite emotions. She had tears. I was jumping while having a cuddle. Oh, Mick. Oh, boy. That's not good, Mick. It's not good at all. You know, in America, quite honestly, in some cases, that some spouses would say that's grounds for divorce. think we were given some advertisements. Yeah, first time I think I've seen a name in the sky since we left Kill Devil Hills. Really hope this rain lets up a bit. And make a run to the Myrtle wall. I will miss her, but come on, a little time away will do it. Yeah, sometimes a little bit of time apart does wonders. What's the saying? A distant heart grows fonder. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, or something like that. I don't think he can have a party. See, if the girls are gone, then he might be able to. No, I don't think he can have one with the girls there. That might cause more trouble than anything. So, yeah. Hello, Jimmy Mack. How are you? Nice to see you here. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's what it is. Yes, something like that. One of those sayings. You know what I mean. Why are we... Yeah. So interesting. We're still far out from our vortac, so we haven't been told continue to. Our vortac's name is ILM, but we're boy. Getting bounced all over Cherry Point approach. Yeah, no honeydew list. But you know what'll happen, Mick. She's gonna come back and she'll say, well, how come none of these things were done? You'd be like, what are you talking about? I left you a list of things, and she's gonna pull it out the drawer or something. You know? But you didn't give it to me. Yeah, well, you should have known about it. Oh boy. What can you do? You could hire addies to come down and do the honeydew list. Give him a couple quid for his troubles. Yeah. I didn't want to do anything because you know I wanted you to check the work as I do it. Make sure it's all good before I move on to the next task. We better not. We're going to get Mick in trouble here at the rate we're going. Order paper plates, cups, plastic knives, forks, and spoons. There you go. Don't want to have to do the dishes. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe Addie's can bring down some meat pies. Or maybe he can send a bucket of KFC. I haven't had KFC in a little while. New River. Okay, I know where we are now. We're slowly making our way. Oops, better keep an eye on my heading. So New River, that was the next one. So we're getting closer. Scottish meat pies. Hey, Super Typhon, how are you? Nice to see you here. Ooh, I am getting way off course here. Nice to see you here. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday. How's your week been so far? I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try to pop in with Captain Irish tonight. Fly. I think they're doing the next leg there in New Zealand. Lorne sausage. I don't think I've ever heard of Lorne sausage. to get a flight in with Captain Arish tonight. If possible. Square flat sausage. Huh. Beef over pork. Huh. Interesting. Can't say I've ever heard of it. Alright, so if we're talking to, what did I say it was? New River? So yeah, that should be right. Did we pass it already? We might have passed it already. Yeah, I think it's a smaller Inquirer station. No, Cherry Point's pretty big. So New River. So yeah, we're getting there, folks, and we've been on this leg for 55 minutes. So we are near. I think we're going to get there well before the estimated time of an hour and 20 minutes. I think it was an hour 20. Yeah. So I think we'll be there very soon. So yeah, I think we've. Oh, that's New River, Marine Corps Air Station. Yeah. Hello, L. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Uncle B Sim channel. We're in the Junkers 52 3M, not the retrofit, just the standard model. The base model, if you want to call it that. We are heading from First Flight Airport. Yep, Junkers 52. Heading down to North Myrtle Beach Airport. So we are on our way to our lone Vortac here in the distance. We're getting a little pushed around by the wind. We're making small corrections here and there. And then we will land there and call it a day. You have one about 30 kilometers from your house. Yeah, nice. I'd like to see one in person. I know in the UK they had, I think it was in the UK, maybe it was in Germany. I know they had one that was like a retrofit model that you could do flights around. Or used to. I don't know if you still can, but they used to have the. You could do a. Oh, yep, there you go. Munich Airport. Yep, that's the one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the DC-3 coming to the sim here in November. Hopefully nothing changes that will keep that from happening. Yeah, we were supposed to get a DC3. I think anything larger than that might be not until 2023. Fingers crossed that before it gets to that point, because I'm on the Xbox Series S. South American for yeah. Well, my plan is once we get it, I want to do take a. Oh, you're on a crappy PC. Well, at least you have more options than I do at the moment. But yeah, I want to take the DC3 and do a tour of Canada in the DC3. That's my plan. Even if it's wintertime, we might. But anyway. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for the follow, El. Appreciate it. Nice to have you along. So we do, the multiplayer is open. I have it, I'm on the Southeast Asia server. It's not far from winter. It's getting colder day by day. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot you live up there, Super. Yeah, that's the plan, is to take the DC3 across Canada and see how we get on. But Mondays and Wednesdays. So Thursdays is our tour. We're doing the tour of Route 66. Yeah. So once that's completed, here probably sometime in October or November, we're going to take the Twin Beach and we're going to go around we're going to go around Africa. We're going to do try to go along the coastline, and then we'll try to zigzag through and try to hit some of the other airports along the way if possible. We'll see how that goes. Fridays, well, Friday was supposed to be like I would go through all the general aviation aircraft I have, props only, preferably. No jets of any kind, and you pick the plane. I'll find a route. It's always nice to hear pistons and do navigation with needles. I got the Model 18, but can't fly it in multiplayer. Oh, so there is a way to fix that. When you start up the aircraft, right? I think the problem is that the fuel boost. So you start your left engine first, correct? And then you hit the booster and you hit the starter. Once the engine is started, you turn off the booster before you switch to the right side. That should stop the noise. Because I think that's what it is. So yeah, I felt the same way. But if you do that, you hit that button and it should shut off the booster, and it'll shut off that sound. Either that, or you start it up on the runway and you just take off if you don't, in order to avoid it. But yeah, that's the once it's started, it doesn't turn off the booster. You have to like click it enough times to turn it off, and eventually it'll work. I know one of the times I flew with Allison Johnson in the Twin Beach, and it worked out just fine. But yeah, I know a lot of people were like, no, don't bring it in because of that noise. But that's the solution. But still, other people could hear my plane on top. Oh, I don't know then. Because usually that was the problem, I thought. It was just that. But I don't know, maybe there's something else. I don't know. Yeah. As far as I know, that was the only sound that I know of that people were upset about. Shouldn't it be Wilmington approach? Okay, so yeah, we're close. That should be Wilmington approach, not Washington. That seems kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, try that again. Just try starting it up and seeing if you can get the noise, but you maybe see if you can get uh, somebody to pop in with you to see if the noise stops at that point. That might work out. It seemed to work for me. I didn't get any complaints from anybody when I flew with Allison Johnson. She was about a month or so ago. So that might be your solution. So we should see Wilmington Airport. Yeah, an hour and 6 minutes so far. But yeah, hopefully that solves the problem for you. That's one of the things I try to do is if there's a problem, because sometimes the solution isn't always very evident, and so I try to go back in and go like, well, let me try this, and then that seemed to fix it. So, but it's one of those weird things that sometimes what works for one person doesn't always work for the other, you know. So yeah, that's the strange part about the sim sometimes. But hopefully that fixes it for you. Oh, okay. No worries. Glad to. Hopefully that works for you. All right. Wilmington Airport should be. I think that's it right there, off the left wing tip. Let's have a look here. So our vortac is just almost to the north of Wilmington Airport. So we're almost there to intercept it. And then we're going to turn on the heading of 242. And we're going to have to start dumping some altitude here pretty soon. I think the airport's right there. So our vortac, I think, is right there off the right wingtip. I think that's it. We'll find out. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that's it, because on when I was putting the flight plan together this morning, it kind of seemed like it was kind of out in the middle of a field. So I think that's it right there. It's either that or it's that right there off the right wingtip. It's one of those two. I think it's closer to us. I think it's this right. Because that looks like something where it's that field is kind of cleared around it, and then there's like a dirt access road for someone to go out there and do maintenance on it. So an hour and 10. So yeah, I figured we've been pretty good. We've been within about 10 minutes of our time getting to our nav points. So let's see. The next one is 42 nautical mile. Oops. 242. It's about 23 minutes. It's our estimated. Yep, that looks like it might be it right there. If the needle turns around and goes behind us, and we know we have flown over it. I think that's it. Yep, I'm going to say that's definitely it. Alright, 23 minutes. Yep, okay. 242. And we got to tune in to our 1170. All right, there we go. That worked out pretty good. But interesting, we should have gotten some kind of a what do you call it? We should have heard the 3-letter code for it, but we did not, which is weird because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Because I know on Vortex you usually will hear it. On a TACAN you won't. In a VOR DME you should. Oh, I mean to update the schedule also here on Twitch so that people don't forget that I'm going to be will not be streaming until roughly the 3rd of October. Barring any unforeseen incidents. I don't want to lose altitude that quickly. Oh, a nice gentle descent. Alright, so we're almost there, folks. We'll be putting it on the ground here pretty soon. Thank you all for coming in today, hanging out on this Wednesday. middle of the week shenanigans. So now once I start climbing again, if I nose it over just a smidge, it'll start to drop altitude on its own. Need to refresh. I might be lagging again on the Twitch feed. Yeah, now we're starting to dump some altitude. Good. Yeah, as long as nobody else has any plans or anything, I'm going to try to pop in and fly with Captain Arish tonight. I think that's the plan, but we'll see. Plans always change. Sometimes they change with very little notice. But if I can't fly with him, at least I'll try to be in his chat. We bummed it. I can't watch I won't be there for what may be the final stretch of the Amelia Earhart recreation flight. I think in another week or so, Captain Arish and Allie will be trying to land at the airfield that Amelia and Fred missed and it disappeared. So hoping to find it this time and land safely. A good captain has been doing all the navigating, including celestial navigating. Allie has been flying the plane. Quite the adventure. Holland Island. Yep, that's it. Hopefully they find it and It'll be all thanks to the fantastic navigating endeavors of our good captain. I think this one will really put his skills to the test. I think he can do it. I think he'll get the plane there. But I have to wonder, like, could it have been a error on Fred's part? You know, like a mathematical error that caused the whole thing? Or was it a combination of things? I mean, I guess it would be easy, you know, if you've been flying for so long, you miscalculate something, possibly, and you don't catch the error until it's too late. So yeah, I wonder if that's what caused the whole situation to unfold. Hello, Amela. How are you? I've reminded Addies while I'm gone not to sass you. He says he's a good boy, but we know that's suspect. All right, so we got some good altitude drop here. I think we're I'm doing good. Just more rain here. It'll be on its way to you at some point, I'm sure today or tomorrow. It's been fairly steady most of the night and into the morning. I was going to try to get up early and it'll be belt time. Well, there you go, Addies. Now you've heard it direct from Amela. I'm sure Amela would be hopping on a plane to go over there and give you a whooping. I was going to say, now, where was I going? Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to try to get up early this morning, about 5:30. Run over to Walmart, get a few things, and get back before the stream was due to start. And of course, now it's really buffering here. But I wasn't able to do that because of the rain. So I'm hoping we get a little break in the weather here at some point soon, so I can run over there and get a few things before it gets too late in the day. Now I know what the other closest place is an Aldi's, and I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, I heard that Aldi's is a little bit cheaper than Walmart, but I've never been in an Aldi, so I can't say for sure. But I'm not really keen to walk in the rain either. All right, we've got our pointer. No, I've had it. I don't get it. The ident is on. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. That looks like, if I had to guess, that looks like a runway right there. Let's see if our airport is within shouting distance. I think it is. Not yet. That looks like landing lights right there. Like the runway strip lights. Yeah. Well, it's been nice because generally the motorcycle riders have been off the road most of the time, so it's not too bad. All right, 13 minutes. For KCRE. I have a feeling that's our airport right there. Oh, I'm going to California. I'm going to see my mom and stepdad up at the lake. Got a house there now. There it is, Grand Strand. Ta-da! Okay, what did I say is the final approach heading? 234. Let's get rid of that. I'm positive that's our runway. I want to make sure we'll turn left here in a moment. We can probably make a gentle turn now. No plane, we need to drop some serious altitude. Maybe not that serious. And I'm going up by Lake Almanor. I've flown out of Chester before. The airfield or the little airport there. Did I turn? I bet you I did. Nope. Yeah, I think that's our runway right there. Yeah, Amtrak from Syracuse. Kind of looking forward to it. I think because once we leave Chicago, we'll go through the Colorado Rockies. Should be some nice scenery. I'm hoping there'll be some nice little towns along the way that I can hop out and take pictures real quick before we depart. Yeah, there we go. It should have an observation car, so and spend some time there during the day, checking out the scenery and stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to it. All right, I will catch up with the chat here in just a moment, folks, once we are on the ground. I think we can go ahead and... There we go. Yeah, hopefully this one will go a lot better than it. I think it will, because we've got all that. We've got some weight in the back there, so I think the landing will be much better this time around. At least this runway should be long enough for us to... Oh, I had... What did I have last night? I think I just had some pasta. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had, pasta. Nothing exciting. Yeah, none of the... Not getting any signals at all. That's weird. On these localizers or anything. We've not heard the beeping or nothing. It's interesting. Oh, Milla subscribed. Thank you, Milla, for the resub. Appreciate it. I just saw that flash on the screen real quick out the corner of my eye. Yeah, Milla. Pasta is what I had for dinner. I thought I answered that. Oh, maybe you didn't hear it because there was commercials or something. I don't know. nothing exciting, trust me. It's not like like Addie's when he eats, he's got meat pie, KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, or maybe it's McDonald's and KFC. Maybe not so much Burger King. He's got the whole thing in front of him. And then later on he's like, I gotta go to the shop because I'm hungry. Appreciate all the subs. I know Patrice gifted some towards the beginning of August, or I know it's been about a month. So yeah, all my subs, I do appreciate it. Para. The first sub, Mick. The first original member of the Uncle B Sim channel. Yeah, see, even that, yep. KFC, McDonald's, and meat pies all at the same time. And a sip of water. Just a sip, not a glass or a couple glasses of water, just a sip. Because if he had a full couple glasses, he'd be suspect. Dump a little bit more altitude here. I think we're coming in better this time than we did last time. Although it didn't help that we missed we had to fly over the airport and then find it again and land, but we weren't really prepared for landing on that go around either. It was a bit of a mad dash, it felt like. I probably should have come in from the other way, but I don't think there was an ILS approach on the other way. That's alright, we'll get there. No, we're heading into the wind, kind of. The crosswind. You can get. Oh yeah, I did. I saw something about that this morning. I don't know what to say. Doesn't impact me personally, so I don't know. Politicians come and go. Boy, really getting pushed around here. And I'm like almost throttled all the way back and it's like I'm still going too fast. That's not a good sign. Because we're in danger of stalling before we even get to our runway. There we go. Much better than last time. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew would like to welcome you to Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. Local time is 9:07 in the morning. We understand and appreciate that it's Wednesday and you have other things that you got to do to get prepared for the weekend. But we're glad that you chose to fly with us today. Do join us tomorrow in the Cessna 172 as we continue our journey, second leg of our trip along the Route 66. We'll be departing from Lincoln, Illinois. I'm not sure where we're going next. So yeah, I think having that weight overall helped out. We got on the tail on the ground a little bit quicker than we did before. So yeah. Yeah, I will. I'm getting there. Can I get to the end first, please, and thank you? Man, so bossy. Thank you. I guess it was butter. It was pretty. It was a lot better than last week. That's for sure. Oh my goodness, last week was just atrocious. Yeah, we definitely had plenty of runway here to, if we needed it, to bleed off more speed. But yeah, we did pretty good on that one. It makes up for Monday's atrocious landing. Yeah, see, now I can't even... Oh, my goodness. Alright, we're just going to follow the thing here. I think so, Mel. I'm not sure. I've not heard the bus. You know, like normally you could hear the buses go up and down the streets until all the kids are picked up to the various go to the various middle schools and elementary schools. The high schoolers take the public transit bus. They just show their ID and they don't have to pay for the bus, so they can take the bus downtown to the high school. So, but I think they go back today. Policy no effect is just swallow the news and carry it. Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, hopefully she does well for the British people. So this is the other runway. I kind of feel like we should have come in from the other way. No, maybe not. I'm losing my which direction the wind was coming and which way we were flying in. I think we did okay. But yeah, I think they've gone back. Either they went back yesterday, but it might be today. I think the community college and even the university across town goes back today, or they have some like orientation sort of stuff, and then classes begin in really next week. Yeah. So the first couple days coming out of Labor Day is usually like, here's the curriculum, here's all the books that you're going to need, the list and all that. Oh, this looks kind of nice. I've never been through Myrtle Beach. I don't think I have. Watch out! Watch out! Why are you walking into my... You walk right through the... Oh my goodness. Alright, let's... Yeah, there's no... Huh, interesting. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I tried to mute myself before I coughed. My finger didn't hit the mute button enough. Sorry if I coughed in your ear. Alright, let's shut the battery off. Wrap this up. Let's get our FS hub open. So I get my hours. Hour 43. Not too shabby. Hour 43. I like it. Alright. Let's see here. I gotta find the Junkers 52 again. No, it's somewhere down. There it is. Let's see. KFFA to 1116. KCRE at 12:59. Ta-da. Submit. All right. Well, that will be it for today, folks. I do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out here on a Wednesday morning or afternoon, possibly evening time, wherever you are. I will be back tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK in the Cessna 172 Leg 2 of the tour of Route 66. Do join us for that for tomorrow if you wish. Do enjoy the rest of your Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening, early Thursday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until tomorrow, peace, live long and prosper.